Hello. 2 videos in one weekend? Well, yeah. I just have to make a video, don't I? When a Kill Team product comes on pre-order, because we've been waiting for more Kill Team products to get announced for pre-order, and this is certainly a Kill Team product that's been announced for pre-order. It's a packet of cards. So what have they done? What are they doing? Well, from the Sunday Preview article, this set of 57 cards provides the quickest and most convenient way to set up matched play games of Kill Team, whether they're competitive or casual. It's an official update to the previous Critical Ops card pack that includes the 2022 Close Quarters update, including map cards and TAC Ops specific to Close Quarters games. I think that's a bit Weasley Games Workshop, because you make people believe they have to buy it. Right, what this is, as far as we can... I'll read the other quote. So this was announced that this product had been developed. This was announced ages ago at the end of the last MetaWatch article. And at the end of that article, they said, meanwhile, the Kill Team Match Play experience is receiving the Kill Team Approved Ops card deck containing 57 cards. This set comprises the Critical Ops, TAC Ops, and Mission Card Pack, and the Critical Ops 2022 Close Quarters update. It's the definitive way to play competitive or casual games of Kill Team, providing missions, objective maps, and all the other factors. So, I think the original announcement was a lot clearer. It comprises the Critical Ops, TAC Ops, and Mission Card Pack, and the Critical Ops 2022 Close Quarters update. Right. The new one makes it sound potentially like they've changed something from the original Crit Ops map pack. So, as far as I can tell, and it's not watertight 100% clear, this is literally just the Critical Ops deck that everyone's already been using, right, since the dawn of it, since it came out, right? That we're all very familiar with. It's that plus some new cards with the maps for Close Quarters, right? That were previously available on a free PDF, the missions for Close Quarters that were previously available on a free PDF, and the variant, like, the different security TAC Ops, like Secure Room, that replace various things, and that for Close Quarters. So, I'm not saying it's a useless product, right? Because I actually have been in the situation before where I've been playing an Into the Dark game. Bear in mind, I don't play Into the Dark a lot. Like, I play it a lot less as a format, because both Zimbad and I, we like Into the Dark fine. We just don't think it doesn't add enough extra to be worth the mini game of setting up the terrain beforehand, really. And so I have been sat at a game and been like, with my Lamenters, thinking, shall I take security? Oh, they've changed the security TAC Ops. I can't be bothered going to the room and looking up what they changed exactly. I don't have the card for it. I'll just go seek and destroy. So, no, actually, I can get the utility. You get nice printed cards for all the things, and if you play lots of Into the Dark, then probably it comes in handy. But then, if you play lots of Into the Dark, you've probably solved this problem already. You've probably realised, there's no cards for Into the Dark, but we'll use something else. We'll have some other way of dealing it. We'll print out the PDF or whatever it is that you do. This is just such a lazy product, right? Because it's not. It will not change your game of Kill Team at all. It's a fun little accessory. I mean, look, I'm probably going to buy a set. I'm probably going to buy 2 sets just to have them, just so I can make a video and go, look, I got the approved ops cards, and indeed they have changed nothing. Okay, but if you have, and I also understand a lot of people have been unable to get hold of a physical copy of Critical Operations. And so the fact that this is essentially a reprint of Crit Ops with a little bit extra, like, the fact that it's a reprint of Crit Ops is enough for a lot of people because they just wanted a reprint of Crit Ops, please, because they couldn't get Crit Ops and they don't want to go through another year without cards. And I get that as well. But then again, I would ask, if you've gotten this far without cards, like, you've done the annoying mental labour of, what am I going to do about the fact that I don't own cards, right? And you've got your little tablet or phone and you're used to looking at the things and maybe you don't care anymore. I don't know. I'm just annoyed because it's not salvation, is it? And all the little subtle warning lights, all the little, like, not pointing fingers, but certain content creators that usually get product in advance. So some guys that have stopped really talking about salvation much, as if perhaps it's like the little first lark of spring that happens, right? If Andy and John from Wales stop talking about the next Kill Team expansion and stop speculating, my brain goes, oh, has the NDA kicked in? Is it coming? Is it in the wind? And then Valrak started saying, oh no, I have heard that it's coming this year. There aren't that many release days left this year. I dared to hope. I dared to dream like it would still have been late. But at least it wouldn't have been 2024 late. Right? And I was waiting for the pre-order. And somebody at the Reveals seminar asked, after they'd done all the Night Lords look really cool. Like, I don't want to be too negative. The Night Lords look really cool. And after someone who was there in person apparently went, oh, but when's Salvation coming out? And they were told very soon. It's not very soon, is it? If you'd announced it today, guys, it would have been coming out on the 9th of December. Right? That's not very soon. Is it? Guys. Where's my bleeding thing? And the thing is, I'm not committed to what Games Workshop would even want, because they've shot themselves in the foot. There'll be people now that don't buy Salvation because they're hyped about Night Lords. This is why Games Workshop usually never talks about the next release until a previous release is out, because they know some people might have been hyped to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do Scouts, and then they're like Night Lords, and for not everybody, but a proportion of people are going, oh, Scouts can get in the bin now. Nam's asked to do Night Lords, and they won't buy Salvation. So it's something is not going to plan at Games Workshop Towers. But they've got the cards, because the cards are printed in China, totally separate department. They arrive off the boat. I'm sure these were designed to come out alongside Salvation, but for whatever reason, just really important that we got that one AdMech model out with the long legs that everybody hated. I actually think it's quite cool, but that's a whole other video, isn't it? Right, it's depressing. So to cheer ourselves up, let's talk about the Kill Team. Oh no! I'm covered. I'm covered. You know what I'm going to have to do? Am I brave enough to do the? Yeah, I'm going to hide myself. There, I've disappeared. Because we want to see, and now it looks like a static image on your screen. Because we want to. Can I? Oh, where can I go? I'd put myself up there. How about that? Right. Cool. I know. Really professional. Amazing. So this is the Kill Team World Championships of Warhammer that are currently. I should wait and do a proper video on it, but we need to cheer ourselves up, don't we? They're currently happening in Atlanta, and now we've been following these on my Discord, like, since they've been going on and going backwards and forwards, and it's been really, really tough because Games Workshop has been putting out this graphic on an obscure, like, live blog page on Warcom that isn't linked on the main page. Games Workshop aren't covering the game on their Twitch feed, but happily they are, at least. They're allowing the Kill Team Mercenarios. Is that how you pronounce it? But Ace's Spanish group, right, they're covering it. And apparently, people that tell me that are watching the thing that understand Spanish, it's really high quality coverage. Like, the production value is through the roof. I don't speak a lick of language of Spanish, unfortunately. So it's like, good, I'm happy for you. But I wish we had that. I would have been glued to my screen, right, for the whole weekend. I could watch the game, but without the commentary, it's just, you have to stare, because I'd want it on while I was painting, and then understanding what was going on, and occasionally looking up when something cool happened, but I can't do that without an English commentary. But we have results-ish, with the final is currently in progress, potentially. So the final is Alexa Pavkovic from Australia, running Chaos Cultists, and Java from Spain, also running Chaos Cultists. Does that mean Chaos Cultists are still really good? I have a theory. My theory is that as the skill level gets really high, number of bodies becomes more of a thing, right? You'll notice there are no elite teams in the top 8. So the way this works for people that didn't see my bit on this at the end of the previous, after the reveal stream rundown, there was a pool stage, right? And there was all these things happening in the pool stage, okay? And then there was the top 8 cut. So the top 8 cut are the people that you can see here, right? So Java, Wallace, Camille, our very own Ryan Slater from England, Turning Point Tactics Ryan, top bloke, the fellow we were all rooting for in the in our Discord, right? Alexa, I can't even pronounce his nickname. Quick. This guy, Quemez, playing Commandos. Orion, last year's world champion from the USA, and Adrian, also from the USA. So they got paired like this. So Java played Wallace, Camille played Ryan, Alexa played Q, and Orion played Adrian. And you can see the people that lost in round 1. So Wallace, Ryan, Q, and Orion were they lost. So then what happens is the 4 losers drop down into the redemption bracket, right? So the 4 losers drop down. I'll get a yeah. So the 4 losers from here drop down here into the redemption bracket like this. Okay. Right, and they played their games. We'll just follow the redemption bracket for now. Okay. And then, unfortunately, very sad for everybody in the Discord because we were all rooting for Ryan. Ryan got knocked out. So he lost 2 games on the trot in the top 8 cup. Obviously, he's a legend and as far as I'm concerned, the best player in England, right, for getting into the top 8. And everybody on here is a superb kill team player. I mean, let's just talk about this for a minute, right? Because what's absolutely bizarre to me, right? Here's the thing. If you ask people, the big scenes for kill team, okay, USA, UK, Poland, Spain, those are the ones people will mention. Right, now we got an Australian. I mentioned this in the last stream, like, oh, does Australia have a big stream? Like, thank you to the 4 or 5 Australians that have come into the comments to go, yes, we have a really good scene here in Australia. And I'm like, that's awesome, that's amazing, I'm really pleased for you. Are there any Australian kill team YouTubers that I should be following? No, not really. Someone may be starting up. Like, if you've got a really cool kill team scene, tell the world about it, get involved, and get on to, because we all, here in the UK, we know Ace and Machuez by name, certainly, and that's amazing, and we know the Americans don't come over here, but we know them from their YouTubes, everyone knows people, but apparently there's a really big scene in Australia. Actually, apparently there's a controversy because the Australians only got 2 golden tickets for the whole nation of Australia, which is massive, by the way. So 50% of all the Australians who were at the World Championships qualify for the top 8 cup, and one's probably going to win. No slight to Java. I'll explain that in a minute. Why he is technically more likely to win. I'm not making a judgment just yet, but he is technically more likely to win. So, back to what? And, sorry, Ace and Machuez, those people I just name-dropped, the number 1 in Spain and Poland, respectively, neither of them qualified for the top 8 cup, which is, a massive, exciting upset and a strange thing. If you asked anybody before, certainly anybody... Ace has this legendary status, at least here in the UK. If you ask anybody, who's going to win the world championship, it's going to be Ace. Everybody will tell me Ace. I hear people say, "Oh, I'm in a bracket with Ace, and so I'm never, that's Ace who's going to win," and then didn't qualify. But at least we got Spaniards and Poles that did qualify. So all those big kill teaming nations represented on the board. Anyway, So that's Wallace and Orion that got through from the redemption round 1, right? So then the round 2 of the sort of winners bracket happened. Java wins against Camille, right? And Alexa wins against Adrian. So then again, what happens is again they drop down. So that Camille, am I on the right thing? Yeah. So Camille drops. No, I've spoiled the joke. Sorry. So professional. So Camille drops down to here, and Adrian drops down to here. And so they go on to play. You've heard of how this works by now. They go on to play. Adrian plays Wallace, Camille plays Orion, and Adrian and Orion won those games. And then straightforwardly, Adrian and Orion then play each other. Orion is knocked out, right? So you've got Adrian going forward from redemption round 3. I should go back to my laser pointer. So you've got Adrian here going forward from redemption round 3. Meanwhile, the semi-finals, Java versus Alexa, okay? And Alexa wins. So Alexa now goes through to the finals. Meanwhile, Java's been on a journey, because then Java has to come down here, right, and fight the winner of the redemption bracket, basically. So he then fights Adrian, which he won. So he now goes up to the finals. And as I'm recording this, I think they're in the middle of turning point 3 of the final. Why didn't you wait, Phil? Turning point 3 of the final on Into the Dark, right? Or so my spies will tell me. I'm going to just double check in case there's any breaking news here. So the last I heard, about 20 minutes ago, they were starting the third turn. Java was ahead by 2. Now that's nail-biting because of this bit down here, right? The winner of the redemption bracket wins the finals. A sudden death rematch occurs. So for Java to win and be the Kill Team World Champion for 2024, or sorry, I should say, Best General at the Kill Team World Champions 2024, he has to beat Alexa and then beat him again, right? Whereas Alexa just has to win one game. Okay, that's the benefit of having come through the winners bracket and not having lost previously, because it's double elimination, so you have to lose 2 games to lose, right? And there is your antidote to being sad about cards. I've been really excited about the World Championships of Kill Team. Frustrated because it's not being covered by any meaningful way. As in no English stream with English commentary, which would have been really lovely. Happy for the Spanish community that they've got people off there doing that. I don't know whether we would have been allowed to have people, English people doing. Like, I wonder if Games Workshop have kind of gone in a slightly British way of gone, oh well, foreign language can do that they want to do, but we're in control of all the English coverage. I don't know. But that's the current state of play with the World Championships. There will be a victor, perhaps soon. Perhaps by the time I put this up, there already will be a victor, and the thing will have aged badly. But I'm making the video now. So I already spoilt my joke. Unfortunately, I'm sad about that. But let's have our final thoughts. When is Salvation coming out? 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 Like and subscribe. Thank you. Good night.